I love it when it's a game. That is such a clever way to trick us to give you an answer, and I really appreciate it. But unfortunately, we can't answer that question. That was really clever. You sort of sucked us in with a really fun interview, and then super villain prison, super villain prison, super villain prison.
Me.
Who's most likely to be a teacher's pet? Peter Parker, Ned, or MJ?
I'd say Ned.
Ned for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think MJ's not playing
MJ's definitely not a teacher's pet, and Peter Parker's probably the worst student ever because he's out saving the world every day.
Always gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ned would just do as he's told.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you know, in the film when he rips up his letter?
Yeah.
He's like, actually, I need to show this to my parents.
Yeah, I get like sharing homework vibes from Ned.
Yeah, I feel like we take his homework a lot. Peter and MJ are very much like, Ned, I didn't do the assignment, can I have it? And he's very like, yeah, sure.
No problem.
Awesome, so Ned. Who's most likely to get their own MCU spin-off movie? Deadpool, Korg, or Kang the Conqueror?
I would like to see Korg's spin-off movie. I would I think Taika in that role is so funny. So a whole film as that would be perfect for me.
Yeah, just 2 hours of Korg.
Yeah.
Yeah, just 2 hours of Korg would be amazing.
Adventures of.
I'd like them to do a TV show of Korg which has nothing to do with being a superhero, which is just him being a rock person.
Just walking around, living life.
Yeah.
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 Commenting on things.
I'd like to see a scene where he like goes to New Zealand and meets other people that sound like him and be like blown away by like, oh my god, man, you sound like me. That's incredible, man.
Yeah. You do great Korg.
Well, you know, I'm an actor, my brother.
Who's most likely to end up in a jail cell after a night out? Norman Osborn, Dr. Otto Octavius, or J. Jonah Jameson?
Norman, right?
Well, yeah, he is just evil and just...
Yeah, the little, he'd be switching.
Yeah, it would have to be
When
Norman.
the goblin takes over, you're like,
Yeah, but he probably wouldn't end up in a jail cell, would he?
He would, yeah. But I mean, I think we're thinking literally, where I think, it's a little bit more conceptually.
I think
end up in a jail cell.
Yeah.
Who do you think?
Well, I think Jameson would like shout his mouth off.
Yeah, but you can't go to prison for shouting.
True.
Yeah.
I think Doc Ock or Goblin would just be killing people. So that you can go to prison for.
They'd have to go to a special,
high maximum security.
Kind of superhero prison.
Yeah. What's it called? Ravenscroft,
prison.
I think is what it's called in the Spider-Man universe, is the superhero prison. Supervillain prison. Ravenscroft.
Supervillain prison.
Supervillain prison. Supervillain prison. Supervillain prison. Supervillain prison. Sorry.
No, never apologise.
Sorry, we just had a little...
That was quite a good little thing, though.
Yeah.
You guys are great.
Getting ready for a scene.
Yeah.
Supervillain prison.
Supervillain prison. Supervillain prison.
Me.
Who's most likely to not team up with the Avengers because they're hungover? Ant-Man, Thor, or Star-Lord?
It's got to be Thor.
Thor,
isn't it?
yeah,
because he's drinking a lot in the Endgame.
Yeah, isn't he having a bit of a rough time?
He sounds like he's got a bit of a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say Thor probably.
Yeah, completely agree. Who's most likely to appear in the MCU as part of the Sinister Six? Venom, Mysterio, or Rhino?
That is such a clever way to trick us to give you an answer, and I really appreciate it. But unfortunately, we can't answer that question. But I like what you did there. That was really clever. You sort of sucked us in with a really fun interview, and then no, not today.
I'm amazed that question got approved.
Oh, does everything have to get approved?
Well, they believe in us. They know that we know.
Finally believing in us.
Well done, guys. You've dodged that well. Who's most likely to miss Tony Stark the most? Peter Parker, Bruce Banner, or Happy Hogan?
Happy.
Wow, I'd say Happy, yeah. As much as Peter has an amazing relationship with Tony, and also Tony was kind of Peter's father figure, I think the relationship between Happy and Tony, goes on for, I think they've known each other like 30 years or something like that. So that brotherhood that they have must be very special.
Yeah, completely agree. Who's most likely to make Bruce Banner turn into the Hulk? Peter Parker, Doctor Strange, or 4?
Oh, that's a tricky one. I've always wanted to have more to do with Ruffalo. Like, I also, just being a massive fan of his work, I also love him as a person. Mark is like one of the nicest people. But I think Peter Parker and the Hulk, or Spider-Man and the Hulk, could be a great, like, imagine like the Hulk walking on and Peter Parker's just sitting on his shoulders or something. Like, I think it would be a really nice dynamic. So I'm gonna go with Peter Parker because I would be deliberately trying to make him the Hulk. Yeah.
How about you, Zendaya?
I mean, I'll share the enthusiasm. I think there was I don't know, did it end up being in there? You being thrown by him?
Yeah, there was, but it's not in the film.
Oh, dang. That's what you told me, and I was so excited to see it. Yeah,
there was this really cool bit in Endgame. There was this scene called The Trench, where basically Giant Man dug a huge trench in the battle. All of the Avengers kind of came together. Captain America gave an inspirational speech about what we were going to do, and then we went up to the front line, and I think that's when he said the original Avengers assemble, and then we all charged out of this trench. And I was next to Mark, who was obviously in a mocap suit, and we were like, wouldn't it be cool if you like threw Spider-Man? We pitched it to the Russos, so like, that was awesome. And then we did this like really awkward thing where like I would jump and then Mark would pretend to catch me and throw me.
You.
And we thought it'd be really cool, but I think that scene just in the midst of the battle didn't really make sense. Like, where's all the bad guys? Yeah. Why are they not there like fighting us all the time?
Yeah, that's the best.
But it would have been cool though, to just toss this kid.
I tell you what though, I remember when so they built this trench and we all had to kind of like clamber down the trench, and Chadwick, he launched off the top of the trench and would land on the floor every time. It was so cool. It was amazing. I remember thinking I was like the athletic one. I was like, guys, I do my stunts. I'm Spider-Man, don't worry about it. And Chadwick just, it was incredible.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. Who's most likely to give Ned the best dating advice? Aunt May, Peter Parker, or MJ?
I think
I reckon it's gotta be
Aunt May. Yeah, I think Aunt May would give the best advice. I think MJ would just be brutally honest and probably
like, don't be yourself.
Yeah. No, trust me, you don't want to be yourself.
Yeah. And Peter would be like, just don't go, don't go, please don't go.
Peter would not.
Yeah.
Peter would just make him more nervous.
Yeah, Peter. Yeah, they would. He'd be like, I'll come with you. I'll come with you. We'll go together.
I'm like, that's a terrible idea. Yeah. We're writing the scene now.
We should write a Spider-Man movie together.
I also think as well, like, judging by the movie, May is pretty brutal when it comes to dating. So
yeah. You should see this movie.
Yeah.
There's this one scene. I don't know. Sony have probably released it in some clip. If you can put the whole movie together with clips if you go online. But Sony are probably watching like, bastard. But there's a great scene where May is pretty brutal about relationships in this film.
Amazing. Who's most likely to have the biggest MCU bromance? Tom Holland and Jake Gyllenhaal, Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan, or Robert Downey Jr. and Mark Ruffalo?
I think you and Jake.
Me and Jake, man. I
got to witness it.
He actually texted me yesterday, and I don't want to brag about it, but Jake Gyllenhaal texted me yesterday.
I remember the first time he texted you.
Yeah.
And you were like, Jake Gyllenhaal texted me. And I was like, me and Jacob were like, okay. Like, whatever.
You're like, yeah, he's in this movie. Yeah. Like, why is that such a big deal?
And I remember you being worried that he was just being your friend because of the movie.
Because I'd heard that Jake was like a method actor, and in the film he's supposed to be my friend, but he's only pretending to be my friend.
So he thought he was only pretending to be his friend.
Yeah, and I was amazed by how nice Jake was. Like, when I first met him, I was like, he's one of the greatest people I've ever met. I love him. And then it dawned on me, I was like, wait a minute.
What if he's just pretending?
Yeah.
Yeah. He wasn't. They're friends. It's great.
Yeah, it's blossomed into this beautiful bromance.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Guys, that was it.
That was a great interview. Thank you so much. That was really fun. Thank you so much. That's going to be awesome.
Hey, what's going on? I'm Kevin Hart.
Hi, my name's Eric Stonestreet.
Hi, I'm Margot. I'm Journey.
I'm James McAvoy.
I'm Daniel Radcliffe.
I'm Rebel Wilson.
I'm Jeremy Clarkson.
I'm going to be translating some Scottish tweets for It's Gone Viral.
On It's Gone Viral.
Ooh. On It's Gone Viral.